Back up in your life. October 29th, 2004. Getting ready to play some rapid chess and hit a new peak rating. So it's time to go. Black pieces versus an Argentinian man. Zodiac 01. 1893. D4. I've been studying a lot of openings, and I made a mental note to review the London. Unfortunately, I actually didn't before this game. I stuck to King's Indian attack with white, red U with white, and some Sicilian accelerated dragon again. But fortunately for me, I'm familiar with at least the first 10 moves of theory in the London. That might not have been the move. I always get into this line. I gotta review this for sure after this game because here. Pawn push. Wait. Here. He castles. But that just loses. Let's just push it. I'm pretty sure this is the move. We can go either here. Bishop. F5 seems logical to prevent. Bishop D7 maybe? What about pushing this pawn here too? Kind of like this first. Maybe bishop B7 actually. Pretty sure that's the correct theory. Then slowly we can either go G6 or E6. But I think it makes more sense to go have the bishop on this diagonal. Continue with our plan. Yeah, so he probably could have captured here, takes here, and that pawn would have hung. So luckily for me, he didn't do that, because that worried me. I don't know, I'm nervous. I don't know why, but let's get castled as soon as possible. Preserving the central tension. Going here, like that's one move, but then it opens the B file in his favor. And since we didn't put our bishop on F5, we're not controlling that diagonal, so. Okay, now I'm sensing this is a critical moment in the game. And the course I was watching, the teacher was explaining that there's one critical moment which decides the course of the entire game. So we got to immediately calculate here. Here, knight takes. Knight takes back, bishop takes. Then our knight is hit twice. Here, bishop captures, and then our rook's also hanging. I guess we do have knight D3 at the end of that line, hitting his bishop. Then let's see. Maybe he captures our rook. Do we go for his rook? And he recaptures. Then we castle. Then the bishop goes back to safety somewhere. Let's say here. So then we lose a rook. A knight. We lose a rook and a bishop, and he's down a knight. No, that loses material. We can't do that. So perhaps it's better just to castle. And then, of course, takes, we have to throw in this move first, because otherwise this bishop would hang. So it's very important to not move this pawn. But we've gotten out of all the difficulties. And we're looking good so far. This A file is in our favor. We go this way. Threatening this bishop. And now we're threatening this too, win a pawn. So I'm fully expecting white to take here. And of course we take with the bishop. So now we've got the bishop pair, we've got the open A file. He wants to go here and then here. We want to go here and then here, which can't really be stopped. So yeah, I think we should do that now. And once this pawn falls and this rook gets here, this pawn's under pressure. This pawn's under pressure, so his position could collapse very quickly. I don't see any way for him to stop it either. This is very good. Perhaps we can move the rook up here, skewering his rook. Let's do that. See what happens. And then the bishops will, in some scenarios, be able to come here and here, threatening, pressuring the rook and checking the king. So this looks like game over. And against the London, no less. Very solid opening. So we start by going here next. I think I throw this move in first. Sacrificing the bishop and then setting up a skewer against the king, a discovery against the king. Okay. Now we have this. Wow. I missed that move. But I think... Okay, this is on a light square. We go here, here, and we start pushing P. And there's just no way for white to do anything. Hopefully they resign, because I have to use the washroom. They could, I guess, sacrifice their knight, but being a knight down is going to be unwinnable. With two bishops on an open board, this pawn is immobilized by the e-pawn. We got to start picking up the pace. A resignation would be just lovely here. Of course, I have to use the washroom now, I can't wait. I'm more than happy to start gobbling pawns here. Yeah. It's the best way. I don't have time to calculate all this. Let's just go here. Bring the king in. Hopefully his knight somehow gets forked. Oh, we can reroute here. Target this pawn. Destroying that structure would be really good for us. And now this pawn's on falls too. Beautiful. Now we're definitely winning 3 pawns versus 4 pawns versus 1. How can we, yeah, let's just go here. Cover that square, start pushing P. That pawn is so fast. Go here and then here. Can distract. Okay, that I don't mind. Here maybe? Here or here? Once we get these 2 pawns rolling, we can always move this bishop out of the way. Okay, well that's suicidal. Because it's just, I'm going to promote to a rook here. Yes. So we get the win against the toughest opponent of our career so far. This is truly a blessed day. Game review. Let's see to what accuracy I played, because I feel like definitely in that endgame I botched it, but everywhere else I did fine. So 98.2 in the opening versus 97.1. I knew I was correct to trust my opening instincts. Middle game 80 versus 69. He played 90 in the end game, 89.5 for me. So overall, very solid game. 2300 rating according to the engine versus 2100. It seems like the engine just randomly mixed stuff up though, so it's like, of course you're going to do well when you win and bad when you lose. Okay. 1 miss, 2 mistakes. Those are what I'm most interested in when I'm analyzing here. But overall, I felt like I played it perfectly. Okay, see, that's a textbook move. Taking's textbook, but as you can see, the engine slightly prefers it. In accuracy, that means nothing to me. You know, actually, I was watching some GMs play, I think, can't remember who, but they opted to block in this bishop's development and prioritize block in the light squares bishop's development and prioritize the dark squares bishop's development just to play on the queen side and castle quicker. But I thought, yeah, I don't know. I don't know my theory perfectly. That move fails to the idea I mentioned in the game, so I'm not going to go over it. They really wanted me to take there, but I did not like the idea of taking and having this rook come in here. Back. Go back. So yeah, here, here, here. I guess it's my move. I could just go here. hit that rook. Then he goes there. Okay. I've actually seen that idea before, but it didn't occur to me to go down that line in this game. I thought, yeah, once the rook's doubled up, the position collapses, as I said. Pinning the bishop to the rook, really good. That's an important moment too. Pushing that pawn just to bust open the position, great move. He made a great move, and then opting to simplify down. And further simplifying. So not the best moves, but totally fine. That is the best move. And I'm surprised. I thought a move like this, pushing this pawn, would be better. Because he keeps his pawns together, but it doesn't matter. It's all a matter of style anyways. Okay. That was good. Stay tuned for more.